Welcome back to the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome for another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th Best Daily Podcast. Shows about everything. Nothing. Sitting shotgun with me today is Uncle Nick. Follow him on Twitter at Nickipedia. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, going good, Andy. How you doing?
I am fantastic. This is all very exciting, and here to talk some nonsense. Yeah. And basically whatever's on our mind, some sports, some pop culture, some whatnot. Tell a friend, spread the word. iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and of course our YouTube channel as well. But yeah, happy Wednesday, Nick.
Happy Wednesday, yay!
Now, when you make it through a week, is Wednesday like your line of demarcation? You're like, all right, made it to Wednesday. Nick, you can do this.
Well, I mean, Wednesday, this infamous hump day of the week. It's just like any other day, really. I look more forward to like Thursday is like my fun night. I think I love Thursdays. That's usually when I go out. Actually, come out and visit you, and that's usually our dinner day. So.
And yeah, dad mode.
And our dad mode day. So. You know. It's just another day.
Now, you work in a traditional like office/workplace setting. Do you have someone annoying in the office says, "Happy Hump Day"? Where's the camels?
No.
Somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
No, I have a lot of I work with a lot of introvert people, so it's very quiet. As an introvert as myself, I'm the most outgoing guy at I work.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Thanks, Andy.
The Christmas party must be lit. Also lit shopping on Amazon, bullshow.co/Amazon. You know what the deal is. Easiest way to support us and get some nickels in our pocket because you already shop on Amazon. Just go to bullshow.co/Amazon. It'll take you right to the homepage, bookmark it, and every time you borrow something, just use that little bookmark. Nick, what's the last thing you bought on Amazon?
I bought a muffler for my dad.
Wait, you bought a muffler from Amazon?
Oh, no. Have you ever bought car parts from Amazon? Fantastic website. You can, if you have, let's say, a car like I drive a 2008 Hyundai Sonata. If you're searching for car parts, Amazon, if you have an account with them, it saves like your data. And so every time I'm looking for like, if I need like a radiator, or like certain parts that you don't want to spend hundreds at like a dealership or any car place where you usually do your car stuff.
This is your favorite 5-minute work. They come from London and get a bird in your head up and there. Get a bird of London and there. Look at me with a brand new Hyundai.
Brand new Hyundai. Now, doesn't that creep you out a little bit? Like you're on the grid. Like they know you. Like all of your data is going to them.
We're at a point now. Everyone knows everyone now. It's so big.
Something that something happened to me recently that I really didn't like is walking in Target, and we usually have a Target card, Target debit card, right? It saves like 5%, whatever, and that tracks your spending habits and it sends you coupons and all the other crap. But this time I just went in and got something small and paid with cash, and it still printed off dog food coupons. Right, and now the thing I bought was like a jar of peanut butter, right? It has nothing to do with dogs unless you're into that sort of thing. So there was no way to indicate. It's not like I bought dog food or like a dog collar or anything like that. But it's still like, we know you, Andy. You son of a bitch. But you got dogs. Here's some coupons. Those are coupons, bitch.
So you didn't give them any information about you?
No.
I
just used cash.
Used cash, and they printed you off a receipt, and the receipt had like coupons, just happened to have coupons for.
No, it was one of those things. You have the receipt, and the thing above it, there's like a little box that just prints out coupons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was a little.
And they give you dog coupons, and you do happen to have dogs. Wow.
Shh.
I mean, you have pet tarantulas.
I'm on the grid, man. I don't know if I like it. Target's captain now.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, good job, Target. Data mining all of our crap. All right, we got some news coming up later on. Also, the first installment of Wicca Movies with Uncle Nick. It's the premise is that Nick, we'll tease it, but Nick doesn't watch movies. He just looks things up on Wikipedia.
there comes a point when you just don't have time to sit and watch a 2-hour movie. For me, with my own podcast, the Nickipedia podcast, trying to be up to date with all the TV shows, all the movies, all the music, it's impossible. If you have a 48 hour job week, I mean it's hard to make time, with food and friends, to put in a movie and try to retain all that. So modern technology, I can use Wikipedia. There's a number of websites where I kind of skim through movies I kind of want to see and kind of get the gist of all of it. And thanks to YouTube, I can see clips that may or may not be important or relevant to the shows or movies that I watch to just be informed.
And that's coming up later. But first, I want to talk about Cub Foods. Now, all right. So you've been a Twin Cities resident most of your life. You grew up. Cub Foods was your grocery store, correct?
Yes, correct. Then Rainbow, but yeah.
So, are there any rainbows left? I feel like there's one on Snelling. That's the only one I know of.
There might be one in Plymouth. I don't know if they changed that over to Cub Foods yet. Many of them did go under. So.
Because they were ghetto.
I don't think they were that bad. It's just, when you have Target and Walmart selling groceries now, I think, Cub Foods, the people were just going into those two less, and I think Cub Foods just found a way to, not lose that as much money as Rainbow did, and I think Rainbow just folded.
Now, I'm a big Minnesota first kind of guy, and I understand that Cub Foods is based in Minnesota, and they had a ton of locations all over the Twin Cities, but they are closing 10 now. They're closing 10 Cub Foods. And Cub Foods is weird because I'm very shocked by how close they are to each other. Like, we live down here in the southern suburbs, and I feel like there's one every 2 miles, which seems redundant and unnecessary.
It's funny, because I live in the northern suburbs, center suburbs of Roseville, and there are, I can think of 3 in like a 3-mile radius.
Living in the ghetto. And I get it. They're downsizing. They're trying to compete. They got Hy-Vees coming in now, which was my grocery store growing up and in college. And I prefer Hy-Vee. Objectively, I think Hy-Vee selection and the prices are a lot better than Cub Foods. And I have an issue with Cub's lighting. I feel like all the Cub stores, it might be the paint color, which is all beige, by the way, or it just seems a little dim, like a little dark. It's like I would love to have a cinematographer come in and be like, this is a 72.5 luminescent, as opposed to Hy-Vee as a 95.2% luminescent. It just seems a little darker. It likes restaurants that eventually become dance floors. Those restaurants that try to be both things, and then they clear off tables. It's like, oh, look, a dance floor all along. I'm talking about the lighting when they're still in restaurant mode before they turn the lights down and bring in DJ Ski.
Ski.
Yeah.
You're thinking it's probably light bulb type, like that, coming from like an industry now where I work, like where we had to buy office light bulbs and stuff. Those are fluorescent ones. There are different kinds. It's not just just white. There's like warm color and like the ambiance of it has like a paler white color, which is interesting. Something you don't really think about, but yeah, it could just be the lighting.
And I understand it's like a very small thing, but the thing that pisses me off most about Cub is their stupid shopper coupons. Like, there's so many. I get it, and there was even a TV show for this for a while. It might still be on. Extreme couponing. I got 96 bottles of ketchup for 5 cents a piece on double coupon days on Wednesdays. I'm a hero. Look at me. Cool. But here's the thing that bothers me about shopper coupons. And, the coupons, these are the ones that are printed off in, like, the stacks of the flyers. And you have to have it, otherwise they won't give you the deal. It's like, all right, so here's the thing. All right, so you get 5 bags of cheese for $10, $2 a piece, sure. And except they're usually like, say, $3.50 a piece. So that'd be what, however much it is. And they're like, you're gonna pay full price unless you walk 15 feet over to the left, tear out a piece of paper, and hand it to me. Otherwise, we're going to charge you full price. And Cub does that all the time.
I mean, it's just. I think it's just trying to get the consumer, the customer, is just proactive.
No,
in
it's
their
so
shopping.
dumb. I understand if the coupons are only in the paper. Sure, do that. Then you have incentive to come in. But if they're literally just 10 feet away, what is the point? And sometimes I'll even do it in protest. I will grab an entire flyer. I will take out that entire page. This might be a little passive aggressive, but I don't care. Instead of tearing out the coupon, I just tear out the page and hand them the page, and then just crumple up the rest of it and throw it away. That's pretty wasteful. and I get that Cub has an online app, except I got too many apps as it is. I ain't download Cub app.
Target has an app too. I remember Rainbow back in the day. They used to have, which I thought was stated the other time. They had like the little card thing where like being a member of like that Rainbow, like all the savings you got was just for being a member. You didn't have to cut coupons or anything. Like you got to save, a dime here, a nickel here on certain items. Because you're like a member, like a membership.
Ooh, was it like members only jackets?
Kind of.
That was probably about the same time.
Yes, I think it was exactly like that. Because I think Cup Foods does have I think they have a card now, like rewards card. I think they do with Holiday, but I remember, I think Rainbow had one. Yeah, and that was like, oh man, you can save so much, and you didn't have to cut out coupons.
Yeah, so dumb. You ever been to a Byerly's or a Kowalski's?
Oh yeah, beautiful places.
I have not. Are they like higher ends, or are they like Whole Foods?
Yeah, they're like Whole Foods. I would maybe put maybe Whole Foods might be a little bit. I don't know. I used to always be a big fan of Kowalski's. Very nice. Carpeting. It was carpeting. And classical music playing throughout. I mean.
Wait, that carpeting in a grocery store? That seems weird.
Yeah, Kowalski's was weird. I haven't been there in years, but that's what just because there's no Kowalski's near me.
All right, so that's my general beef with Cub. I'm sure we'll get into that, and I love competition coming in because it only benefits the consumer, and I feel like Cub has been a little high on the hog for some time because if there's no competition, as we've seen in like communist countries or down in Cuba, the product suffers, the price suffers, the consumer suffers. That all sucks. So now we're getting out of Cub communism here.
Cub communism.
Yeah, I like that. Something I also like is Nicki movies. Now we got an intro right now. Here.
So much TV and movies.
Office for closers only.
So little time.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
So Nick watches everything on Wikipedia.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
It's time for Wiki Movies with Uncle Nick.
You are one pathetic loser.
All of these sound effects cost $4 million.
I can think of a couple you might want to delete. The pathetic loser one, I don't think we need that one. Okay, maybe we do.
It costs $5 million to get rid of it now. All right, so what we got for today?
All right, the movie I was gonna tell you guys about was a movie called The Bronze. It just came out in 2015, and it was something I got hung up with for quite a while because it was one of the first movies that I regularly saw advertised on my Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
And like Facebook, in recent years have, there's a lot of random advertising, a lot of random promotions of all types of stuff, and I always remember seeing The Bronze advertised 2014 up through 2015 when it got released. And if you've seen the trailer, it looked really funny and it was really hopeful. It stars Melissa Rauch, who is most well known from the Big Bang Theory as Howard's.
Oh, does she have the weird voice?
Yeah.
In the movie?
Not in the movie though. She uses like her normal.
What's her name? Bernadette.
Yeah. So it stars her as. Did you want to do the trailer, or do you want me to do the plot first?
Let's hit the trailer, and then we'll go through the plot.
Okay.
All right, so we got the trailer for The Bronze. Now, when you said this, I thought it might be about statues.
Mountain Dew, large. Diet.
Did I say diet?
It comes to $9.30.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no, she's on the house. Don't you know who this is?
You tell him, Tony.
Check the wall, son.
Yeah, check the wall, son.
She's not even
She
recognizable
was the
from
star
Bernadette
of the
if you were...
2004 games.
Honey, I know you've been stealing from my truck again.
But that was a long time ago.
No more allowance.
You're cutting off my allowance and you want me to stop?
Is that Gary
What
Cole?
kind of a sick monster
Yeah.
are you?
Have you thought any more about working at the gym?
I'm not a coach. I'm a star. I was on Dancing with the Stars. It's not called Dancing with the Coaches.
Now, if luck would have it, the fate of American gymnastics is in her hands.
OMG, Hope and Gregory, I've been praying that we would run into each other. Maybe we could exchange phone numbers or something, and we could text or FaceTime or...
What needs to be the strongest for you to be a champion?
My body, my endurance, my mental constitution.
Your mind.
But I said my mental
Come on. Here's the deal, Twitchy. I'm the pilot. You're the...
Co-pilot. Got it.
Gonna say stewardess.
Well. Hope and Gregory. If you let Hope train Maggie, you'll be throwing your daughter's career out the window. I won gold and silver, and everyone's talking about your bronze.
It's men's gymnastics, which, come on, no one gives a crap about.
That is true.
Lie on the floor. Wipe that smile off your face.
Are we praying? I love that. Let's hold hands.
You, get off. Buzz off, Twitchy. I feel you trying to get a gap shot. Wow. Welcome to the big time.
Is it true that you tape down your breasts?
Who told you that? Matt from Secret Galaxy?
No.
Carl from the bar?
No.
Gas Station Dan?
No.
Stacy from Quiznos?
Jeez, no, God, stop.
Shouldn't we be using my Tchaikovsky piece? Coach P said it was a classic.
She'd also say that about a full bush, but we all know that's disgusting.
That looks really funny.
So it looks fantastic. I thought it was a funny trailer. You're seeing a very unique version of Bernadette from Big Bang that a lot of people don't see.
She doesn't talk like this.
And it kind of had an all-star B class of characters, I guess. Cecily Strong from SNL, I was saying, and the thing Gary Cole from Office Space.
The dude from Silicon Valley.
Yes, which I've never seen. Okay, so it was released March of 2016. $3.5 million budget, thanks to Wikipedia here. Box office, $600,000. What happened? Why? Maybe because social media, this was the only place people saw the advertising.
Yeah, I'm going to guess poor marketing.
And of course, reception got a lot of negative reviews, which obviously can drive people away. So, without further ado, would you like me to go through the plot of the full movie? Spoilers? Okay. Through the trailer, you saw there Hope and...
Sorry, Dominic Mogiano's in this movie. Shit, yeah.
Who?
The chick from the 96 Olympics.
Oh, the actual one?
Yeah. All right, good.
Okay, sorry. Wikipedia doesn't give me a full cast. All right, so Melissa Branch plays Hope Ann Gregory. She's a former bronze medal gymnast from Ohio. I'm assuming that's an Ohio accent, or trying to be. I kind of thought it was more New Yorkan, but who's trying to live off her fame of a one and done kind of gymnast. Like all gymnasts kind of are. You kind of hear from one Olympics and then they're kind of gone. So now she goes. She's living at home, stealing from her mailman father. And then the father sets these ground rules down that she, wants her to get a real job, wants her to, go out there. But obviously Hope Ann Gregory has this kind of attitude of, no, I'm still a star in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So after the death of her former coach, a letter arrives to Hope saying that if she can teach this young up-and-coming gymnast named Maggie Townsend for the Olympics, she will get a $500,000 inheritance.
What?
So you got some money involved. So at first Maggie wants to accept it mainly for the money, but then with this Maggie girl coming in and possibly being a greater star than Hope was, Hope decides to kind of sabotage and kind of treat her like crap. And
well, I feel like she has this superiority complex, even though she only got a bronze. So it's not like she won a gold. Like, what the hell?
And part of the storyline is there's an Olympic former gold medalist here, Lance Tucker, played by Sebastian Stan, who and there was a joke in the trailer about like, I got gold, and Hope's like, well, you're a male gymnast, so that doesn't really matter. Am I right?
Yeah, male gymnastics sucks.
Is it true that we always just watch the female gymnastics?
No, that's absolutely true. Wait, male gymnastics matters as much in comparison to female gymnastics as female professional football to male professional football.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, because women's gymnastics, the Olympics, that's one of the most highly anticipated things in the the general viewing population. Like, it's Summer Olympics, so you got track, you got swimming, you got women's gymnastics. That's really about it. Like, they got the basketball in there, except no one gives a shit until the United States plays Spain in the gold medal game, which always happens. And that's really it. That's all you care about in Summer Olympics.
Yeah, well done there.
Sorry, good.
All right, so, where did I leave off? Okay, so the gold medal guy trying to kind of sabotage Hope's success as well. So since Hope wants the money, she decides to kind of start training Maggie, and because she wants the money.
Mm-hmm.
And Maggie also has an assistant coach, this Ben guy. They kind of a love story about the twitchy guy.
Mm-hmm.
It later comes out that the coach that had died was actually broke by the time of her death, and Hope finds out that her father just made up that letter just to kind of encourage her to do something. So
that's amazing.
So obviously, in any character story arc, Hope goes through a depression and ends up hooking up with the gold medalist bad guy, hence breaking the heart of that assistant coach guy.
Yeah.
And I think there was like an infamous scene where like you don't see a sex scene, but you see shadows of it, and there's like a really crazy like gymnast sex type of thing that's trying to go on, like crazy jumps and stuff, and shadowing it. Anyway, to the end of the storyline, Maggie ends up, the student ends up winning gold in like the amateur stars thing, but then announces that she's going to go with Lance, the gold medalist guy, to continue coaching for the Olympics and drop Hope.
That's bullshit.
So hence, breaking Hope's heart of like maybe coaching someone and then losing Maggie as as a student, and then like Maggie gaining the success that Hope, is going to lose, being that small hometown hero.
Is that the end of the movie?
Nope. The end of the movie is where what's it called? Maggie, the student, she fails to sign up to show up for like a local town meeting, like addressing people, like an autograph signing thing. But Hope comes and she goes, "Listen, I will always be here for you guys. This is my hometown, and I'll always be that." So then everyone cheers and accepts that, and it goes with Hope deciding to become a coach and to raise money again to keep the gym that in the local town alive. So, in an epilogue, the epilogue is that Maggie and the coach knocked up Maggie.
Oh.
And so she lost her gymnastic career.
Oh.
So kind of a happy ending overall. So, Hope learns a valuable lesson.
F you, Maggie. F you.
Wiki Movies with Uncle Nick.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
That was the first installment of Wiki Movies with Uncle Nick. How'd you think you did?
It was okay. Well, for the first one, it'll get better from here. So if you guys have requests, I will. I'm happy.
It's amazing when you do entire television series, like Expanse. Wait, did you watch every episode of Lost? No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I watched every episode of Lost. We will not talk about that. No.
Is there like 120 of them?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's 6 full.
And they're all an hour?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I've seen all of Lost.
Shit.
That would be the start of why I no longer want to watch TV series anymore, because I was so disappointed in that ending.
I feel like Gary Cole, extremely underrated. Yeah, everyone knows about Lumbergh and the Brady Bunch and Dodgeball.
Yeah.
but he's in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was never really he's not like a starring character. He was always that like, background character, which is important in movies. I mean, you got to have, a solid movie has a solid cast for main actors and then supporting ones. And
he's the bad guy in Pineapple Express. He's in Talladega Nights. He's Harvey Birdman.
Oh yeah, he played the dad in Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's our mangy, transient grandfather.
I think he's done movies and TV as well. I believe, like a lot of TV as well.
He's done a lot of TV recently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was also the vice president in The West Wing.
Oh, he's in Veep. Have you ever seen Veep?
What's he in Veep?
He plays Kent Davidson. I never got to watch Veep.
I feel like Veep is going to be the next book of movies.
Maybe. No, it's a TV show. It's that Julia Louis-Dreyfus one where she becomes like VP or something.
Actually, we should change the name of it. We should call it Nickipedia. I feel like that flows better.
Okay, let's do it.
Damn it, that's going to cost $4 million.
Just put it on the bill.
Put it on my tab. Something that doesn't cost $4 million is getting a big old basket of wings over at Blue Door Pub. $7.50 for a pound and a half of their traditional or their boneless, all in the month of February, or as they call it, February. Get over to Blue Door Pub, Longfellow, St. Paul, and the brand new one, University on Como, and any of the sauces. Also, their current one, their special is Clockwork Orange. If you like orange chicken, oh man, get all up on that. Blue Door Pub. All right, we'll be right back with more Andy Carlson show. Shit, that's not the name of the show. Bowling with Andy Carlson. We'll be right back. And coming back into the Blue Door Pub Studios for another episode of Bull, sitting here and looking up pictures of Melissa Rauch. Is that her?
Yeah.
Bernadette?
Yep.
Her voice is really weird, and I understand that's her character voice, but I bet you that has to, like, hurt.
Oh, I don't think it's easy. I haven't listened to any interviews with her, but yeah, I mean, like if you listen to her on interviews, she has a normal, girl's voice, and just, it's just a unique thing. I think she just tried for her little, like, I think originally it was supposed to be just like a cameo, like secondary character that ended up becoming now a main cast member of the show because people liked it. So
I love that the bronze is Melissa Rauch's second known for. In IMDb, it's got their top 4. Big Bang, The Bronze, I Love You Man, and something called Are You Here?
And like as I said, the movie just like was a failure at the box office, and I don't think it should have been. I think people should have enjoyed the movie for how it is. Is that a picture of her? Wow.
Yeah, she's fine as hell.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned that you were indoctrinated with this through Facebook ads. Do you think that's a common way that people get advertised to nowadays?
I think it's trying to be that way. Like it's trying to be the new norm. But I'm thinking like what happened with this movie. It could hurt. People probably think it's like a cheesy like B-rated movie that no one should go see. It's not like a like a fine production movie.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously it was a more independent film, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. I think
independent films can do well. I mean, like look at what's the stupid one? What's the horror series? About
the Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, they shot that one for $20 on like an iPhone, and it made like $2 billion.
Some can get lucky like that, but I mean, obviously there's tons. There are a lot of movies that we don't know about. That were made, produced. Someone with a couple $1,000 budgets, and that just don't take off.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity. Watch us for 2 hours. Be scared of air.
Be scared of like fish wire opening and closing doors. But it happened. It worked with The Evil Dead. That's Bruce Campbell's, bread and butter. That was shot with like friends' monies, and it took off. Some can be a cult hit.
And then he became like the friend in Burn Notice.
Burn Notice.
Yeah. What is Burn Notice? Is it that thing that they put on the TVs at the store to show how good they are?
No.
Did you ever watch Burn Notice?
I've seen a couple episodes of it. It's pretty entertaining. Kind of reminds me of like a wannabe Leverage,
Yeah. Leverage is such a good show.
We should do an episode about Leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get Timothy Hutton on. He's not busy.
Yeah. USA and TNT have pretty entertaining television shows. I mean, just quick, half an hour long, predictable but enjoyable cast of shows, good characters. That's all you need.
And Melissa Rauch.
Yeah, we need more Melissa Rauch.
Yeah, I think that needs to happen. Do you ever get annoyed by advertisements on social media? So it would be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Is there ads on Snapchat?
There are ads on Snapchat.
Are there?
Yeah. I can page through them quickly without even really seeing them. It gets to a point where it's creepy. I don't know if it's because of Facebook or the social media apps, or it could be my browser itself, just because I'm so loose with it, with like the safety precautions or whatever, the privacy, the privacy stuff,
Oh.
Like if I'm on Amazon, I'm looking for car parts.
All right, yeah.
Facebook.
Luce, I thought you were talking about. It's like, what am I in the mood for? Oh, Kazakhstanian torture porn. Click.
There probably is a thing. No, I meant.
It's all aboard, right?
Yeah, if I'm like shopping for something, I browse through like multiple websites, and then I'll go on Facebook and see what my news feed's about. I'll see random stuff for like the same thing I was just looking up. So it's kind of it's just creepy. I'm like, how are all these ads popping up? And like, oh, it's because I was probably looking it up earlier.
Yeah.
So I get annoyed by it's creepy.
The promoted tweets, or like when there's a movie coming out, or there's like a brand new product. If you're on Twitter a lot, you'll see the same ad over and over and over again. And the only accounts that I've ever blocked on Twitter are like advertisers, because if you block them, they stop showing up in your feed. It's phenomenal.
Oh, I didn't realize you could do that. Huh.
Yeah. People on Twitter actually block other people? No, I just block companies. That's how I roll. And I think it is more like advertising doesn't annoy me, especially when it's something that is free. They need to pay the bills somehow. But when it's something that you already pay for, and then you get the same ad over and over again, like Hulu Plus. Like if you don't buy the Hulu Plus to get no ads, if you get the Hulu Plus, which is like $7.99 a month, it plays the same like 3 ads over and over and over and over.
I remember seeing that.
And over and over and over again.
It's because we binge watch shows over and over, so it just keeps playing the same stuff over and over.
See, that's the definition of weak sauce, when you're paying for something and then also you get ads. And I almost have that beef with like cable.
What's with cable?
Well, if you're paying $150 a month for DirecTV, there's a ton of ads, right? It's not like paying $200 a month and then you get HBO and Showtime and whatnot that doesn't have ads, except for like
they do
HBO
have
ads. They have ads for all their own crap.
Which I'm almost actually annoyed with, that when I have to see like me and my uncle, we watch Game of Thrones every time Game of Thrones season starts, and like obviously we could turn the TV on early, we want to catch it right before it starts, and you will see the same like 3 or 4 TV shows or that HBO adds all the time before the show. Obviously, I mean, you gotta promote itself, but I mean, it's HBO. It should be a given. All these shows that already exist there.
Now, all right. So Conan O'Brien did a spoof of a Game of Thrones scene, except I didn't get the reference. So now I'm looking at who is Melisandre?
The witch.
Which witch?
She's a witch who.
What's one redhead gonna do against 40 armed men?
You haven't seen her do what I've seen her do.
Oh yeah.
She was a witch who sided with the oldest Baratheon brother, and like she uses like dark magic to she did a lot of stuff in the TV show. I don't want to go through everything, but
you kind of have to.
It'd be too graphic to talk about on this show.
All right, so now you got some chick who looks like maybe she's 45, maybe early 50s, whatever, but still like stately, well put together. She's in like some sort of dress. She got a necklace on.
If you haven't seen the show, spoiler alert, where the scene is.
If you haven't seen the show, I don't think you want to see a show, so it doesn't really matter. That's like me. Like I've only watched one episode, and you can spoil whatever you want to me.
All right, this happened, I believe, in season 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, titties on YouTube.
So she's a very attractive witch who seduced a lot of people to get her power, and
Melisandre gives birth to Shadow Demon.
Yes, she does. And this was after the fall of who's the oldest Baratheon? Stannis Baratheon died in the previous season, so now she's like left without a king.
A bigot Baratheon.
She doesn't know like where to go next, like who to believe in with her religion that she believes in. The
Scientology?
No. So now she's alone in a room, and we all know her as a witch. She took off this necklace, and
now she's Smeagol.
The magic that she's been using has been concealing her actual age. I believe in the books, I believe they think she's up to 400 years old or something.
My princess necklace. Here.
And she looks like Gollum.
So she's just like old as shit.
Yeah.
Although for 400, not bad.
Oh my god. Yeah, so no one knows like she has a other.
Wait, so if she's actually 400, how would she just not break apart when she? Why even take the necklace off?
I don't know. This was a really unusual episode to show us because they haven't gone back to it since.
So is it the necklace? Why did she just turn into like a Fitbit?
The problem is it wasn't the necklace, because there's episodes where she takes off the necklace and like a bathing scene where she doesn't have the necklace on and she looks normal. So.
Oh.
So what?
I don't care about the birth demon. Yeah, but there we go. Everyone watches Game of Thrones stuff for me. It doesn't bother me, mainly because I don't care. But like, what's the appeal?
It's like a Lord of the Rings without like the nerdy.
Game of Thrones is like, you nerdy sons of bitches over there watching Lord of the Rings.
People who watch Game of Thrones, who are listening to this podcast, will side with me. They get it. There's almost a non-nerdiness of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
That exists.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll also go with the news.
You are fake news, sir. Go ahead.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nick. So since you're racist against Lord of the Rings fans, what do you got for news?
All right. The first news story, I think I sent you a link about it, was there's production photos released of the new movie, the Ocean's 8 film that's coming out.
Now, is it a prequel to Ocean's 11? Because that's how the numbering works?
It's almost like a remake of it, is how it's being advertised.
All right, so it's not in the same universe. It's a full-on reboot?
As of the little information we got now, yes. I'm just going to say that. Ocean's 8.
Who's in it?
Let me pull up my list here. Good podcast. Oh, I guess it kind of is in the. I'm on the Wikipedia page. Danny Ocean's estranged sister Debbie attempts to pull off a heist of the century.
Debbie Ocean.
And obviously, to kind of follow the Ghostbusters theme of last year, it's an all-female cast. Ooh.
Now, all right, so here's the thing that bothered me about Ghostbusters, is that the internet got too carried away, and the sexist knuckle draggers who immediately pan the movie because they're all women. They're like, this is gonna be stupid because there's girls in the movie. Now that completely shut down like civil discourse, and people actually think that the movie sucked, which I think it was not a very good movie. You're lumped in with those internet knuckle draggers now, and now if you say anything bad at all about the movie, you are sexist, you're racist, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe. And I'm a little worried about this because I love Ocean's 11, one of my all-time favorite movies. Ocean's 12 was pretty good. Ocean's 13 was a thing. And my worry is that the Ocean's movies are great, but nationwide they're not as big as Ghostbusters, not as impactful as the Ghostbusters franchise. And if Ocean's 8 comes in, isn't as great, doesn't have the chemistry, the great writing, the great performances like the previous Ocean's movies did, I feel like you can't say that it's bad because then you'll just be called a sexist.
Yeah.
Although the cast does look pretty stout.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go through this on Wikipedia. Let's see. The main star is Sandra Bullock, so obviously a top actress, well-known actress who's playing Danny Ocean's estranged sister Debbie. Let's see the other. I said there's only 8, so not the 11 like they used in Ocean's 11, which even now, even being a big fan of the movie series, I couldn't name all 11 characters.
Kim Kardashian's going to make a cameo. Done.
What?
Done.
Oh, I see that. But look, who else is making a cameo? Matt Damon?
Yeah, Linus. Everyone loves Linus.
I didn't care for Linus. Kate Blanchett, as the character Lou. Who knows? She could be like the Brad Pitt to Sandra Bullock's, George Clooney, maybe.
I feel like Helena Bonham Carter's in every movie that I don't like, except for Fight Club.
She's in Harry Potter.
I don't like Harry Potter.
Fuck. Fine. Anne Hathaway. How about Anne Hathaway?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Rihanna. We're breaking Rihanna out on
Cake.
As a character greatly named Nine Ball. Sarah Paulson. I had to look.
It's like if you're doing drugs, like, man, I'm gonna get effed up tonight. Don't bring me an 8-ball. Bring me a 9-ball.
Someone named Sarah Paulson. She's been in a bunch of stuff. 12 Years a Slave.
American Horror Story. She's awesome in that.
American Horror Stories.
Oh wait, no, 9. I bet you Rihanna's a pool player.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Or like a really creepy hermaphrodite.
Mindy Kaling. She's been in a bunch of TV stuff. And the last one, I had to look this one up. His name's Aquafina.
Oh yeah, she was in Neighbors 2. She's like an Asian chick.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw Neighbors 2. Yeah, So, but she had a hip hop artist. So yeah, so we have a unique brand of.
I really hope
unique individuals.
I really hope they don't make Aquafina be the little Asian dude. Because she's not a gymnast. Like she's like a rapper. Like she's kind of a badass.
There probably won't be any gymnast stuff here.
I like that Damian Lewis is the villain. Yeah, Damian Lewis from Homeland and Billions and Band of Brothers. Actually, it's just his character from Billions. Just comes in.
So yeah. So if you guys go online, you can see like a teaser picture. As of now in February. It's not slated to be released until June. So in the next month or so, I'm assuming we'll see some trailers coming up, and I'm sure we can talk about it.
That's good. I hope this movie's good.
Yeah, me too. I never cheer for a bad man. I never hope for bad movies.
Although, yay, Olivia Munn making a cameo. God.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people make it. Katie Holmes, whatever.
This movie's got more goddamn cameos than the Entourage movie.
Well, I'm assuming...
let's have turtle fight Ronda Rousey. Oh, that's so funny.
Well, the premise says they're pulling off a heist at New York City star-studded annual Met Gala. So, you got to pull in some people being themselves. I'm assuming we probably won't see any of these people do anything big. They'll just be walking in the background, kind of like how Zoolander had a bunch of stars in it. But, most of them really didn't do anything unless you're Billy Zane. Because Billy Zane does everything.
Billy Zane does it. Oh, yeah, the guy from Bush, Gavin Rossdale.
Oh.
No, sorry, Zoolander.
Oh, yeah.
With Gwen Stefani being an ass. But, yeah, hope this movie's good. All right, what else you got?
All right, we talked about it, I think, yesterday's episode, 2 days ago's episode of Bruce Springsteen. Was in...
So the song "Blinded by the Light." For the longest time, I thought "Blinded by the Light" cut up like a deuce, rev up like a douche.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think the lyrics were too. I forgot what it was exactly.
Yeah, except when it was written, like douche wasn't a douche was a clinical term. Yeah, it wasn't an insult or a term of endearment.
Anyway, with Bruce Springsteen, there was a little bit of news with him. He performed in Australia, and obviously the tensions between U.S. and Australia are a little picked up. So, and this made headlines where he called out the United States. He was saying that apologizing for being an American, I believe, for saying before you as an embarrassed American tonight.
We're standing before you as an embarrassed American tonight. 2, 3, 4.
And then he played the song he played was called "Don't Hang Up" by the Orions, which I had to look up. I wasn't too familiar with that song. The main reason I want to talk about this storyline was another storyline on Facebook has been popping up about Bruce. Something that happened a few years ago, and I think it shows more of the quality of how well of a musician Bruce Springsteen is. A few years ago at a concert in Germany, fans were like throwing out song requests, and one of them was a song from the movie Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And so live on stage, he asked his band, let's see if we can play it. So they experimented with keys during the concert, and then just full out went on and just played the song, and it performed excellently. So I thought it was a good storyline to bring up if you're a big Bruce Springsteen fan.
What was the song called?
I'm pulling it up right now. Hang on just 1 second.
2, 3, 4. It's not the same without Clarence.
It's never the same without Clarence. Let's see. You Can Never Tell.
Aha.
So if you remember the infamous Pulp Fiction scene with Uma Thurman and John Travolta dancing, this is the song.
I feel like Springsteen gets a little bit too much credit on that because it's not like these other guys are a bunch of hobos that they picked up at what's the German equivalent of Foot Locker? You know what I mean? Like these are professional musicians.
It's still not that easy to just play a random song that they never practiced for.
Hey, Max Weinberg. You know song Pulp Fiction? Won't you play it? Play for the boss.
You have to give respects to Bruce and the whole. It's the E Street Band is phenomenal. I think they were just included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Just? That seems very unjust.
I know. Bruce obviously went first, but then I think Bruce was able to get them in.
What's your favorite Bruce Springsteen song?
I'm going down. Off the Born in the USA album.
You know, in an interview so he's Catholic. You know, in an interview that his faith has given him a very active spiritual life, although he joked that it made it very difficult sexually. Once a Catholic, always a Catholic. That's from his Wikipedia page.
Oh.
It seems kind of weird to just come in and call yourself the boss. That seems like putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah. I come from a family that's a big Bruce Springsteen fan base. It's just like there's a giant group of people who are hardcore Bruce Springsteen fans, and it's mind blowing. I have nothing against Bruce at all. I love the concerts I've seen, the concerts I hear people talk about. I mean, it's nothing less than amazing. So I thought it was a good feel-good story to talk about.
Also, Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient.
Oh, really?
He got it before Biden. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Last one I got, I kind of wanted to throw in here last second was I want to talk a little bit about the SAG Awards.
Saggy.
But most particularly the biggest story that came out of that night and the biggest meme thing is Winona Ryder's facial expressions during the win. So if none of you guys have seen Stranger Things, I highly recommend it. Have you seen Stranger Things yet?
Yeah, Stranger Things is great.
Yeah, so great show. Stranger Things have won, I think, for best group performance.
Best ensemble cast.
Yeah, so during the interview and the acceptance, everyone came out on the show. The whole cast came up, and I think the lead guy is doing all the talking.
Yeah, the sheriff dude with his super blowhardy speech here.
This award from you
can see
take your
Winona Ryder next to him
and earnestly believe, like me, that great acting can change the world is a call to arms from our fellow craftsmen and women
look at the kids
to go deeper
dude.
and through our art to battle against
Calm
fear,
down, man.
self-centeredness, and exclusivity of our predominantly narcissistic culture, and through our craft to cultivate a more empathetic and understanding society by revealing intimate truths that serve as a forceful reminder to folks that when they feel broken and afraid and tired, they are not alone. We are united in that we are all human beings and we are all together on this horrible, painful, joyous, exciting, and mysterious ride that is being alive. Now, as we act in the continuing narrative of Stranger Things,
this bores me. He didn't need to talk that much, yes. But what stole the show and what my favorite thing of the internet memes, you can find dozens of memes of Winona Ryder's just zoomed in on her facial expression, people cropping in pizzas, people cropping in. I think a Daily Show had a thing cropped in with her doing the politics stuff. It's great, and you know what? She doesn't look too bad. She was a big star in the '90s. I kind of still have a little crush on her.
How old is she?
I think she's 70. No, I'm kidding.
Is she 400? Because she looks pretty good for 400.
I think she's 400.
Ah.
I'm going to go 45.
It's close enough. That's the news.
Wiki Movies with Uncle Nick.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Wiki Movies with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Buttons. Difficult.
Wikipedia 45, boom.
Difficult buttons. All right, Nick, what's something you love?
I love...
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I love my iPad.
Do you have the iPad 7?
I have the iPad 1.
Oh. How many versions of the iPad have come out so far?
A dozen, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Because there was the normal iPad, then there's the iPad Air. I have an iPad Air. And for just simple scrolling and stuff, it's been very convenient, very helpful.
Some that I love is friggin' YouTube. Could you imagine that for 3 years we were in college, YouTube did not exist?
Did not come out until what?
2006.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were we doing then? I think we were trying to make friends and shit.
Wiki, YouTube, and the first video was him at the zoo or some launched 2005. Close enough.
But obviously it wasn't the same as it is now.
Yeah.
And to be a free something that you can generally watch for free is fantastic. They are introducing YouTube Red.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried about
for the commies. They're gonna come get you. Shit.
It's for a lot of the upcoming young actors and actresses trying to make themselves something.
What's more worthless, YouTube star or Instagram model?
I really like Instagram models because they're so attractive, and there's so many pretty girls out there who are trying to do something silly and funny. But I love YouTube people because YouTube is you do have, young stars, can come out of stuff like that. Do you think we'd have a show like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia without mediums like YouTube that start that stuff?
Yes. Yes, we would.
No.
Yes, we would. We would also have the show on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and also YouTube. If you enjoy the show, tell a friend, spread the word, add to the Jerome Army. That's what we're doing up here. But yeah, thanks to our producer, Allie Jerome Sorensen, and sidekick here, Nick Jerome Asuncion. But we're out here for today. For Nick, I'm Andy Carlson saying, Annyeong, sayonara,
Thanks for listening to Bold with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.